Okay, for this activity, boys and girls, you're going to turn to page 7 in your handbook, the yellow pages in your binder. So it's the very last page, and you'll see this Venn diagram. The labels, however, are not written for you at the top. So up at the top, you're going to write Rosita and Levi, because those are the two characters in the book that we're going to be comparing. So go ahead and pause real quick and write these two names at the top on the lines of your Venn diagram. Remember, with the Venn diagram in our circle, we've got this circle here, goes all the way around. Where the two circles cross, that's what's going to be both Levi and Rosita. Where the circles are not connected, this is just Rosita, this is just Levi. You have to come up with at least one thing that is different between Rosita and Levi and one thing that is the same. However, it is possible for you to come up with two things that are different and two things that are the same. So try to push yourself. Listen to it twice if you need to. So I'm going to read you about Rosita and Levi. Notice you can look at the pictures of them because you can always use picture clues to learn more information. And we can also use the words. So this says, this is Rosita. She goes to school in Australia. Her school is very far from a city. She does not wear shoes because it is so hot where she lives. When I look at the picture, I see that she's a kid. I see she goes to school, and she looks pretty happy, right? I can see she's not wearing shoes, and her clothes are very light because, like it said, it's hot. Now let's look at Levi. This is Levi. He goes to school in Canada. His school is very far from a city. He wears boots and a parka or heavy coat because the weather is very cold and snowy. Looking at the picture, I see he's also a student and a child. He looks happy and he goes to school, but I can see his clothes are very different because the weather is very different. So on this page, I want you to tell me two things about Rosita, two things about Levi that are both different, and then there's at least one thing that's the same. And if you really think about it, there are at least two things that are definitely the same, even three. So go back and listen to this again and look at this again and see if you can figure it out. Whatever spelling you write down, remember it should be spelled correctly because you can pause this page and do this on page 7 in your handbook. Good luck!